Welcome back to Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. Boy, are the photos coming in. We're seeing a lot of big deer, people's first deer. We're seeing a lot of fish. We want you to keep sending them so we can use you in the segment we call Pennsylvania People and Places. Beginning things this morning is 13-year-old Braylin Smith and his first compound bow kill. Braylin shot this doe at a distance of 30 yards with his bare compound bow, and he was hunting in Columbia County. Here's 8-year-old Violet Wells of Montrose and her very first deer. Violet shot this nice doe while being mentored by her mom, Renee Helsel, in Wildlife Management Unit 3C. She downed her first deer at a distance of 35 yards, and she was using a 10-point crossbow. Take a look at the buck that Kayla Schiaffishi of Madison Township shot on November 1st. Kayla's buck had 8 points and was shot with her Barnett Whitetail Hunter crossbow and Montec fixed blade broadheads. Way to go, Kayla. During the youth mentored rifle season, 12-year-old Holden Long of Lock Haven managed to score in a big way. Holden is seen here with his dad Chris and the 633-pound black bear that he shot while hunting with the Misfits crew in central Pennsylvania. He downed this bear with the Ruger Hawkeye 260 rifle and hand-loaded 125 Nosler partition bullets. That's a bear of a lifetime, Holden. Congratulations. Take a look at 9-year-old Kira Howenstein and the buck that she shot this archery season while hunting in Aldenville. Kira's buck sported 8 points and was shot with the crossbow. Here's 80-year-old Gil Weaver of Saylorsburg and the buck that he shot on October 28th while hunting in Northampton County. Gil's buck had 6 points and was shot at a distance of 15 yards with his Excalibur crossbow. Next, we see Zach Beben of Gouldsboro in the buck that he shot off of public land in Pike County. Zach's buck had 8 points and was shot at a distance of 40 yards with a Parker crossbow. Here's Jason Robbins of Port Carbon and the buck that he shot while hunting in Wildlife Management Unit 4C. Jason's buck had 11 points and was shot with his Killer Instinct Boss 405 crossbow. Check out the size of the buck that Matthew Kalyan of Schuylkill Haven shot on October 29th. He was hunting in Wildlife Management Unit 4C. Matthew's buck had 8 points and was shot off of public land while hunting with his father Jeffrey and brother Michael. We'll end things this week with our youngest successful hunter, 2-year-old Brycen Hommel. Little Brycen is seen here with the 6-point buck that he shot while hunting with his father Brandon at Sandbridge State Park. It's right outside of Forest Hill in Union County. He downed his buck with a 12-gauge toy shotgun, and it's a good thing that Brycen had his ATV nearby because it was one heck of a drag back to the truck. Way to go, Brycen, and thanks for sending us this awesome photo. And with all of our successful sportsmen out there, we'll put a close to this week's edition of Pennsylvania People and Places. How about that? A lot of firsts, but that last photo sort of melted our hearts. We had to put that one on. Thanks to everybody that sent them, and you know, it's very easy now to send them. You just go to our homepage at WNEP.com and click on Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. When you are there, really easy, go to the slideshow, click on where you have to, and send us your photo. Be sure to give us enough information so we can tell your story. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.